My name is George Pod. This is Rolf Schwartz, and we represent LightFilm LLC. Today, we're currently seeking $100,000 for a 5% ownership stake in our company. Our product is a light-up decal for car windows.
Right here is my car with the American waving flag. I have people pull me over saying, "What is that? I have never seen that before." This waves with a motion sensor and a light sensor. It knows when to go on by itself.
We know we have a winner with this item. We market tested it at the trade show level.
It's a simple application. It's a peel and stick. You peel it, and then you stick it on your window, just like this. It's a flush mounted. No tools required. Once it's in, you're done.
Is there a wire attached to that?
There's a wire attached in this one.
This is Generation 1 product. We're into our Generation 2 product, which we're moving into a cordless application right now.
How does it get powered if it's cordless?
Through a battery pack, and then also we've got the solar charging the battery during the day. So during the day it's a regular decal, and then at nighttime it lights up and animates.
Do you own a patent?
Yes. Well, actually, we have a patent application, so it's currently filed.
George, is this a safety device or is it a...
Well, the key market is for the brand affinity, the guy that goes to a college and he wants that logo on his vehicle. Pro sports.
If there was a kid in college and wanted his particular sports team, he orders that specific decal from you?
We could down the road, no question.
Well, I think that's why they're here. You're here to help get money for distribution.
Exactly. We'll use the $100,000 to go after these niche sectors that we already have, some verbal commitments, so that we can in turn go to a major retailer with confidence and some track record.
How did you come up with the idea? I'd be so curious.
It's a great story. My son plays hockey. I was dropping him off at the hockey rink, and the vehicle in front of me had the team logo of the hockey team. At the same time, the child in that vehicle was watching cartoons through the flip-down DVD monitor, and I was watching his cartoon right through the back of the window, and I'm like, wait a minute, you got a logo and you got cartoons and animation. What if the two technologies merged together? It would bring stickers and branding to a whole new level.
Where did you go find it?
Wow. Well, my background is industrial design. I've always been working on new product development.
Ding, ding, ding. That's awesome. So yeah, that kind of mind is what's needed to be able to make something like this happen. I mean, anybody could look at a DVD monitor, a TV monitor through a window and say, oh, I like that should be, plastered to the side. In fact, Disney has, I think, patents now to bake in like AR, augmented reality, into the windows of cars and vehicles so that you could have like, you'd be driving in the bus or in one of their minivans and see like, TIE fighters fly overhead while you're driving, to the park. So things like that, like how cool is that, he was like, oh, well, this is something that while even 10 years later, like Disney's just starting to, get this rolled out into their fleets for augmented reality. He had something that like I could make this happen now.
First project I worked on out of college was the first home pregnancy test. I did the whole line of Sears wet dry vacuum cleaners for the Craftsman brand.
My background is financial. I've known George for years, and he told me about it. I had the vision right away.
So you're the real deal.
Nice.
Absolutely.
What are your sales today?
We're waiting to get money right now.
George, if you believe in the product, why not take some of your own money and sell?
I put all my money into this.
How much you put in?
We got $750,000.
Pardon me?
Oh, $750,000?
Wow.
And it went into pure R&D to develop it?
R&D, patents, hired a couple law firms to do all the due diligence. First thing I checked was
that stuff's expensive. People are like, oh, we should make this product or blah, blah, blah. Like, you might not even need necessarily patents, but to get patents, to get the R&D done, the research and development done to make it into a product, to make it real, to make it possible for you to be able to do this, something that hadn't really been done before, you got to be willing to put in your own money. So $750,000 actually doesn't seem that bad if they get the right niche like brands behind them to do it, or license it, license the patent and technology out to other companies to produce their own. Like that's honestly probably where I would want to put it, because like they already have the brand. Let them do that. Maybe you produce some, but I don't know.
Legality of it, the street legal aspect of it.
What does it cost you to produce one logo, and what could you sell it for?
This unit here, around $10, but our next generation product, which is a solar battery unit, we could easily make that for $5 or less.
You can make 25 and you sell it at...
Well, the wholesale would be 10, and then the retail would be $19.99, or depending on what licensing deal you have too.
Do you have those licensing deals in place?
We don't have them in place, but we have the green light to take them to the next level with Harley-Davidson.
Harley,
Do you know how much those deals will cost you?
Damon, do you have to pay them?
Of course you do. You got to pay them a down payment fee, and then you have to promise to make X amount, give them X amount of dollars over 3 to 5 years.
Exactly.
Wow.
This is where I made all my
Yeah.
money, licensing out my brands.
It's an
So we have a
expensive
great
deal.
technology that's very interesting for display signs. That's stage one of this business. Now we have to have a marketing plan and a sales plan and distribution plan
Correct.
to capitalize on.
Correct.
That's where you're at.
Right.
Why is 100,000 enough? You need more money than that.
I think I can get that foundation level done in those niche sectors that the money will generate back on itself to fund to the next level.
So answer this for me. How does it become really big?
Well, that's the next level of funding, obviously.
To get it really big, you're going to need a lot of cash because you're going to have to pay for all these licenses.
Right.
Guys, I made my mind up. I really like what you're doing here, but I'm concerned the $100,000 that I would put up would go into a black hole because you need really another $1 million immediately to really take this thing and develop it. So I'm going to make it easy for the rest of you guys. I'm out.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like the money is it's only so much cash, right? So, and 5%, I mean, that's like nothing. So you really gotta get that. I mean, this needs to be at like every like Walmart, everywhere, you know, CVS and Walgreens and everywhere where it's just like, oh, $20, like, oh, you know, I can pick up my local sports team's decal.
The thing is, this product screams for a strategic partner that has distribution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's intriguing. It really is. But I'm only half the solution. This is one of these rare situations where cash is not enough. I could give you $1 million and it still wouldn't solve the problem we all sit here facing.
Right.
Distribution. For that reason, guys, I'm out.
It's a shame you didn't see an opportunity
George,
to partner
I
up.
really like the product. I think you guys did a great job. But as the fellow shark illustrated, no amount of money is going to help you bring it to market without the right partner. I'm out.
I'm not only the wrong partner, I'm the wrong customer. If my husband put that on my car, I'd kill him.
You mean your Rolls Royce wouldn't look good with that?
So I'm out.
4 sharks are out, and Daymond is George and Rolf's last chance to get a deal.
Here's my problem. I would need to only be in if the second phase works. I'm not interested in the one with the wires. I can actually issue you some licenses.
Right.
Forget even my FUBU business. If I give you Coogee, one of my other lines, which is the number one urban line in the country alone, you're going to make $1 million off that as a license. You go out to a store and you get $2 million in orders. You don't have to worry about it. I manufacture it, I ship it, I
you're
bill
doing
it,
manufacturing?
everything. Yes.
Wow.
But I would only be in if the second phase works. I'm not interested in the one with the wires. And I would need 75% of the company.
Ding, 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 ding. That definitely makes it very difficult for a deal that's 75%. I mean, did he even give a number?
But he wants a huge stake in their company.
So for 75% of the company, I will give you $100,000. I will give you unlimited financing on your orders. I just have to make sure that that patent is clear and that it would be for the second stage product that I know would work. I would also offer you the brands that I own as licenses, no money down, no minimums. You would get those immediately. And that is my offer.
Damon, are you saying you're offering $100,000 for 75% of the product?
With guaranteed manufacturing, no need to ever raise any more funds.
That's interesting.
It will never have to look for another investor.
I mean, so that is very intriguing. To me, I don't know. I would try to push him down a little bit to maybe like 60%. Also, keep in mind that back in the today when this was filmed, ABC was still taking like a 2.5%, I think it was, or 1.7%, something like that, somewhere in the neighborhood of like 2%. So like they just get, effectively would have just given up like, I think it's 2.5. So it was like they would effectively give up 77.5%. I can do math. And that's a lot. That's a lot to give up. Literally giving up every, control and everything. Now you're getting a lot in return, but not in the way of money, just in potential going forward. I would try to push him back down to like between 50 and 60%. And if he wanted to pay less, give him less, maybe give him a royalty on top of his stake as well to try to balance it out.
Something to think about.
Can we counter?
Sure.
I would
Don't
like
do
to partner with
10%.
you and see that you understand the whole business that we're going after. However, we would like to recoup our original investment out of the deal if possible.
And be able to live.
Can you live with 51%?
George, is your counter 100?
No, I didn't get to the number yet.
That's important. Let's hear that.
What's that dollar amount?
It's roughly 750,000.
Yeah, baby.
So your counter is 750,000 for 51%.
Now, he would run the company, and then we'd work for him.
I'm loving this.
I mean, look, he's not unjustified. It's a lot. Yeah, it's a huge jump. It's a large amount of money, and it's a potentially big risk on Daymond's part. But I think that it's not totally unjustified. They want to get their money back out of it. Yeah, I don't know. To me, like you roll a royalty to get to that point where they get their money back, and then if you get them 60% for maybe 200,000 until that
We want to partner with you.
gets their money. Like,
What if you had 51% of the equity, but they got an accelerated share of the profit?
Until the
profits
750's paid out.
until they get back their 750.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
yeah. Well, this is exactly what
What is the amount of
alluding
cash
to.
that you're willing to take today to sell 75% of your business?
Robert, why are you trying to mess up
I saw
Damon's
him in
transaction?
Robert, are you trying to get clarity, or you want to offer?
I sensed an opportunity to buy a great product.
You want to come in on this?
I want to
Giving
know
him
what the
better
dollar
offer?
amount is to buy 75% of this company.
See, I'm kind of going back to the 51%.
And Rolf, what's the number for 51%?
What's also really interesting is other things though. They're like, oh, this is just a product. It's not they haven't even made a sale yet, and they're there now. Obviously, there's a lot of research and development and patents and things like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like I said, it always bothers me when they'll just be like, you're too small, it's too early, it's too this, it's too that. But then like this, it's like, oh wow, like look at this.
business.
I want to keep it around a 750 to recoup our investment.
Guys, can you step out in the hall for a second?
Sure.
Never a good sign.
Damon, you are one greedy shark. Greedy shark.
But he's taken away all of his
You know
future
what?
problems.
You're a vampire. You're sucking the life out of
He
yours.
is taking away all their problems
Every
so they can
last
get their
drop
money
of
back.
blood, leaving him 25% for his organs to just scratch out a living on. Wow.
You're getting excited.
Damon, I'm sensing in the way that they're answering that they would sell 75% of this business for $100,000.
No.
No way.
This is it.
What?
I think they have nowhere left to go. Why draw from the 100,000 and see where they go?
And how do they get their 750 back?
And 75 cents out of every dollar of profit goes to them.
Until they get their money back.
Can't wait to
Yeah.
see.
I don't know. 100,000 still seems low. At least they'll get their money back, and they'll still own 25% between the two of them, so they'll have something.
Okay, guys. So Robert is interested in coming in,
I love it.
but here's what we need to do. If Robert's in, I need to kind of put that number back where I was in that range. You'd get the $100,000. You'd get the unlimited financing, but we still need 70% of the company.
70%.
Upon sales, you would receive 75 cents on every dollar until you recoup $750,000.
Push it down to 60. Push it to 60.
Can we get a little more cash up front? I mean, I want to partner with you guys. I want to make a deal happen.
200,000, 60%.
Can we do everything you just said? Can we get 200 up front so we can breathe?
You want some
Yeah.
air, you want a little food, and this vampire is just sucking you dry.
I think you guys are breathing already. You look like you're healthy.
Oh, gee.
Deal? Guys, you gotta make a decision.
All right,
'cause I
me in the
can't
middle,
stand you much longer.
150 for 60%. You're already splitting it in two.
Accept the deal. We'll take it through.
You got it?
Absolutely thrilled to be partnering with you guys.
I'm in.
Wonderful.
All right, well, ding, ding. That's
Better make money, all right?
good. I'm glad that they they settled on the deal here.
I just sensed this was the last stop.
You were on them like a buzzard on a gut wagon as soon as you saw.
That's
Wait,
Robert. You just described him.
that carcass had only a little piece of meat on it.
He's
I like your style, baby.
the vampire and the leech.
Giving up 70% of our company is kind of shocking because we've been living as the owners of this company for 3 years. However,
Wow.
we thought it was most important that we got with the right people to make LightFilm at the high level where it needs to go.
And I don't disagree. I think I think that they might have made the right decision. So let's take a look and check in on what they got going on. So their website's a little dark, but I guess because of the product. But let's see, they have MLB, NBA, NHL, college, other signs. You can get replacement clips. That's pretty awesome. Oh, I like the new driver one. That's great. That's great. So let's see. Currently, during the day, the power decal is just a regular sticker, and while at night it lights up. And currently, Power Decal LLC Holdings is a team of 3 executive members, 2 investors, and 2 employees, and its revenue stands at $400,000. Now, I don't know when this was last updated, but its customers wildly applaud Power Decal as a compliment to their cars. However, according to client reviews, some customers were not impressed with the product. They claim to have experienced numerous hitches with timely delivery and prompt response to their queries, which may be a thing if they have just 2 employees and 2 investors and 3 executive members. If they don't have the people backing it up to do it. You can get a custom one too. That's pretty cool. So it's definitely a neat product. I'd love to get a Phillies one. They don't have the NFL, which is a shame that they don't have the NFL. But I can get. Oh, the Dallas Stars has no image. Interesting. I wonder if I ordered it, if it would come through with the Dallas Stars logo. But Flyers or Phillies, yeah, that's good. Other teams you might be interested in. So this. This is LED backlit, so 3 AA batteries. So I guess the solar panel thing didn't quite work out there, which is a shame. They have a Lyft one. That's cool, and an Uber one. That's pretty cool. But again, 3 AA batteries, not great. So anyway, what is great is if you could just smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm so we can get this video into the hands of more entrepreneurs. If you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss another Super Joe Pardo show and Biz Coach React videos, which I've been doing a number of these. It's been a lot of fun. If you want to get in touch with me, it's at Super Joe Pardo on all social media. And if you want to learn how you can work on growing your profit for your business, go to superjoepardo.com. I hope you all have a great day ahead, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.